Hi and welcome again to the latest edition of BounceBack. I hope that you're all managing to stay safe and stay at home and help protect everybody at this moment in time. Today we're going to have a look at goal setting. So over the last few days we've been looking at your skill scan, your existing levels of proficiency both in your coaching and your business. And yesterday we put together the personal development plan, which is an overview to help you look over this short period of time how you can actually improve your coaching skills and also your business enterprises. Today we're going to have a look a little bit further down the road at goal setting and going further in years now rather than just weeks. So why do we need goal setting? Well, it helps you have a clear plan what you actually want to achieve in your life, and it makes distinctions between what's really relevant and what's kind of irrelevant in terms of your personal and professional development. It also really helps to motivate you because you're committing to putting things on paper which have got clear deadlines, clear objectives. And it really does help when you start ticking these boxes to motivate you to do more. And that then brings with it a self-confidence to continue to develop more and improve as it goes. So let's have a look at a simple goal setting exercise. One of the main things with goals is that we get them balanced. So often we just do goals for our professional life, what we want to achieve, and don't really balance them across the board. So this little plan here tries to make sure you do balance across the different areas which really affect not just your business but your whole life. In the first one we've got professional, second is the personal, financial, and then social. So what we're looking for is to make sure we cover the different elements. If you think there are other things that you want to add in there, lifestyle for example, then please just add them. This is just an idea for you to play around with. So you want to come up with 5 goals that you want to achieve in each of these different categories, and take some time, think it through, okay, and then try and link things together. Once you've got your 5, we're then going to ask you to take the top 2 from each of those different categories. And from that, we then can prioritize. So you've got the 8 that give you the broad view. There's 10 on this list, so you've got 2 more that you can add in there from any of the other categories. So for example, you could have 4 from your business and then just 2 from the others, or mix it up however you think or works best for you. And then from those targets that you've put, you then need to prioritize from 1 to 10. Now it's not always possible to tick them off in order because some will take longer than others, but you need to have this kind of idea, because if you're stuck at some stage as to what to do, which should you be working on, this gives you the priorities. This makes it clear that in your head this one should be coming before this one and therefore deserves more of your time. When you're setting your goals, we have to make sure that they are not just smart but smarter. So what do we mean by that? So they have to be specific. A generic general goal is very, very difficult. For example, very simply, I'd like to be a millionaire. Okay, but that's not really specific. So I need to say, when am I going to do that by? So if I'm going to be specific, make sure it goes all the way through. So very, very clear with your goal. Measurable. How am I going to measure whether I'm working towards and achieving that goal? So when I get to the end, how am I actually going to tick that box? Is it attainable? So we want you to be ambitious. We want you to look forward and be positive, but make sure the goal is actually attainable. Is it within your reach, your skill set, or other things that you need to do before you can actually go for that goal. Is it relevant? So is it relevant to your business? Is it relevant to your personal life? And is it timely? So again, a very set time. You have to put this time limit on. And again, very, very specific with the time. When we've got the deadlines, most people will work towards those deadlines. Use the time effectively and not just procrastinate and wait for another day and another day and another day. So put the time in. Then we've got to evaluate on a regular basis. So take time, maybe even weekly or at least 2 weeks, and review your goals. Even if it's a 5-year goal, you've got to bring it back down to what am I doing this month, this week, today to achieve your actual ambitions, and then reevaluate. It's an ongoing process, always changing. Some things come along, as we're witnessing now, which we can never plan for. And now so many plans are out of the window, which is why we're taking this time now to look again at how we can be ready to bounce back when we're actually allowed to go back to business. So again, spend an hour a day, take the time and do something which will be really positive, not only when you come out of this, but on a daily basis. We've already said, building self-confidence and building that motivation to go and do something. We look at goals in 3 things: short, medium and long. Okay, long goals are in numbers of years, medium goals in terms of months, and short goals then become monthly, weekly and even daily. I'm sure some of you have to-do lists, but how many of you actually put dates on those to-do lists? So I'm going to do these things, but how often do you actually put by when? So that to-do list just grows and grows and grows and grows, and eventually you tick a few off. But how many times do the same things stay on that list? That's why we need the timely goals. So look at what you want to achieve, look long term, break that long term then down into medium term, break the medium term then down into shorter terms, and then when you do something today, you know what the impact is going to be in weeks, months and years to come. So even when we're trying to do the difficult things, it makes it a little bit easier because we know what the long-term goal is. So take some time, think about how you're going to achieve these goals, plan them, okay, and then when we're ready to go, you're ready to go. So again, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you can join in some of these ideas. Take some time, as we said, just an hour a day, just to plan your future and your career so you're ready to bounce back when we're ready to be able to go back to the court and start to work. But in the meantime, please stay home and stay safe. Cheers.